We understand if he doesn't help me, he doesn't understand me. But if we help him, we understand him. So, since we understand him, we should help him first. We should truly and deeply care for him first, and respectfully honor him first. If we genuinely and fully understand, that truly means we have indeed awakened, right? If we do not yet fully understand, then we have not awakened just yet, right? This is our profound hope that we, as fellow practitioners, do not walk this spiritual path in vain. After diligently helping others, we must then truly put these teachings into practical application, just as the Venerable Bodhisattva Dharmakara exemplified. All these numerous meritorious and beautifully adorned deeds are comprehensively encompassed within this single, powerful sentence. Nature and appearance, principle and phenomena, cause and effect are included within it. It's clear and transparent, a Buddha's insight. The profound depth of his understanding and spiritual realization is truly just like that of a Buddha's boundless knowledge. Let me give you another compelling analogy. It's very much like how we profoundly understand our own physical body. A deep awareness of all sentient beings throughout the vast and expansive universe is just as intimately and clearly understood as our comprehensive understanding of our very own physical body. And only through long-term, deep contemplation, carefully choosing what to diligently learn, and thoroughly absorbing it, can we truly and fully realize our great and significant vows. In other words, it is exclusively at that pivotal moment, when we have a clear and defined understanding of our objectives, that our academic pursuits, our personal lives, and our professional endeavors truly acquire a profound sense of direction and a meaningful purpose. It is only then that our overarching direction and specific goals become genuinely correct and properly aligned. We come to truly know and understand how we should properly conduct ourselves, how to effectively help others, and how to compassionately help all sentient beings. Just like the profound and timeless teachings of the ancient sages in China, these venerable ancient sages only taught three fundamental and essential main things. The first and foremost is to help us clearly understand the intricate relationships between people, what we Chinese traditionally call education in ethics and moral conduct. The second is to help us clearly and comprehensively understand the intricate relationship between people and nature. To truly care for all living things, and to cherish and protect the natural environment. Now our Earth is sick. The natural ecological environment has been destroyed. Isn't this because people don't understand the relationship between humans and nature? They don't know how to cherish all things. So those who destroy our living environment haven't received proper education. No one has taught them. Understanding the relationship between people and heavens, earth, spirits, and deities. This is what education is about. Buddhist education goes even deeper, more thoroughly, more broadly, and more perfectly than this. It helps us understand the entire universe and all sentient beings, so that we can truly comprehend and be fully aware. Only then, with a clear and focused mind, can you truly and profoundly find, comprehend, and firmly grasp the precise direction and ultimate goal of your unique and meaningful life's journey and path. You have to live this way to attain freedom, great freedom, and complete fulfillment. When we talked just now about being filled with Dharma joy, about boundless wisdom and boundless compassion, these qualities will naturally reveal themselves. But if you don't truly understand or see through these facts and realities, then even if you try to generate compassion or love, it will feel forced. It's not that you're unwilling or reluctant, but if you're just forcing yourself, it won't help, it won't solve the problem. Only genuine love and true compassion can liberate yourself and help all sentient beings. Now, regarding the profound conclusion that the Buddha land truly surpasses all other lands, the land of ultimate bliss created by Amitabha Buddha, the Buddha land mentioned here refers to the land of ultimate bliss, surpasses all others. Others refers to the 21 lay bodhisattva lands mentioned earlier, which means all the Buddha lands throughout the Dharma realm and empty space. The land of ultimate bliss surpasses them all. How does it surpass them? Let's look at the attitude and methods that Dharmakara used in his cultivation, as described earlier. What modern people say actually aligns very well with the spirit of science. He didn't just simply build it out of his own vivid imagination. Instead, he diligently learned, carefully observed, and thoughtfully adopted the significant strengths of others while meticulously avoiding their inherent shortcomings to ultimately create the land of ultimate bliss. Break time equals 0.5 s/. The land of ultimate bliss is the grand culmination of all the splendors of the Buddha lands in every direction. It possesses all the merits and advantages found in the Buddha lands of all directions. He doesn't have any of the shortcomings at all. That's how he accomplished it. So, should we learn from this or not? You definitely can't just sit at home, imagine things out of thin air, and discuss with a few people, and nothing will come of it. You have to observe more, learn more, and investigate more. You need to observe things in detail, see what mistakes others make. Those are the things we need to correct in ourselves. We should learn from others' strengths and advantages. Only then can you achieve success. Only then can you surpass others. Today, the significant little bit of achievement that we have attained at the Lay Buddhist Association's esteemed center is also thanks to learning profoundly from the noble attitude of Bodhisattva Dharmakara, a truly inspiring figure. We are truly humble. Look at layman Lin Muyuan. He is an extremely humble individual, very modest in his demeanor, always open to constructive criticism, earnestly making continuous improvements, and frequently goes on extensive visits to learn from others. Recently, he went to mainland China again to study and learn, and he'll be back tonight. Visiting and learning from others. Whenever we see advantages, we hurry and implement them. When we notice shortcomings in others, we reflect on whether we have same issues. We work on correcting ourselves every day. We reflect on ourselves every day. We make progress every day. This progress has no end. When will we ever stop improving? Even when we reach the state of the Tathagata, we still need to keep improving. Amitabha Buddha has already reached the state of a Tathagata. So improvement truly has no end. We really need to fully understand this particular mindset of continuous learning and development. Only then can we cultivate our own virtue. Every day, we interact with so many people. Have you noticed what strengths this person has? What shortcomings do they have? It's easy to see others' flaws, but it's so hard to see our own. When you notice someone else's shortcomings, immediately turn around and ask yourself, do I have this too? If you do, you should correct it right away. When you see someone else's strengths, ask yourself, do I have this quality? If not, hurry up and learn from them. Only then will we ourselves see our virtue improve day by day. Now, this very place of practice is our living environment, our spiritual training ground, a sacred space. Look at other people's living environments. Do we have the strengths that they have? If not, we should learn from them. And if there are some shortcomings in others' living environments, do we have those too? If we do, we need to correct them right away. Your place of practice and living environment will surpass others. Expanding further, this also applies to society and to this region. The land of ultimate bliss was created in this way, whether it's conduct, principle, or method. These are all things we should learn. That's why the Buddha's teachings, the things he asks us to learn, truly make sense. Today, we are talking about conduct, principle, and method. It's definitely not just made up out of thin air. It's not about telling you to do something for absolutely no reason at all. It's actually very appropriate and quite relevant. What we're talking about here today is very much in line with established scientific concepts and the true spirit of scientific inquiry. From these aspects, we can also realize that there is a high level of science and technology within the Buddha's teachings. It can help all sentient beings and improve the lives of all beings. It can truly elevate the overall quality of all sentient beings and bring profound benefits. As we read this passage of scripture, let's make a brief summary here. The Tathagata, the Supreme King of freedom in the world, is truly magnificent and revered. The profound and enduring teaching that has lasted for an astonishing billion years. Have we, as a collective group, truly paid sufficient and comprehensive attention to this significant and pressing issue that demands our immediate consideration? For a place of practice to effectively teach and profoundly transform sentient beings, it either requires extensive, long-term teaching and consistent guidance, providing a comprehensive and continuous educational framework. Otherwise, there won't be any results. So we need to pay attention to this point. Nowadays, many people across the globe know this, including those from various other countries and regions. Now, people from outside, from other diverse countries and regions, are also aware. Please come to our place at your earliest convenience. To study together, to recite the Buddha's name together, every month, there are already more than 300 people, and even the most conservative estimate is at least over 300. Now the number of people keeps increasing. I think next year it will definitely exceed 500. Everyone praises how extraordinary this place of practice is. What makes it so special? It's because we lecture on the sutras every day. This is just like what the King of Freedom in the world described, teaching for billions of years. How could this place of practice function without teaching? You all need to understand, if there's no teaching, people will just let their minds wander. Even reciting the Buddha's name won't work. People will still end up fighting in the Buddha recitation hall. Everyone different ideas. What our Buddha recitation hall achieved, and what do we rely on? What have we depended on all these years? On lecturing and teaching Dharma, everyone gradually understands and awakens, making the Buddha recitation hall peaceful and harmonious. Even so, we must emphasize 2 key points daily, or problems will still arise. Why is that? Because ordinary people are still ordinary people, they're not sages. Afflictions and bad habits run very deep, especially in this day and age, what we call a time of poor social atmosphere. Foreigners often say that the magnetic field is quite bad. We are significantly influenced by this pervasive social atmosphere and its inherent magnetic field. Our bodies and minds become unstable, our emotions are frequently unsettled, we become easily irritable, and it is quite easy for various problems to arise. Listening to 2 hours of Dharma lectures every day helps to steady our mood and truly settle our minds here. The longer you persist, the more extraordinary the results will be. So, back when the Buddha was truly present in the world, he diligently taught the profound Dharma for a full 8 hours every single day, not just a mere 2 hours. In the sutras, we read that the Buddha and Bodhisattvas would stay in the world for 20 periods to give teachings. Back then, 120 is equivalent to 8 hours today. When the Buddha was alive, The time units used in India divided a day and night into 6 periods. 3 periods during the day, 3 at night. Back then, when giving teachings, daytime was divided into early, mid, and late periods. The day was split into 3 and the night into early, mid, and late periods. So that's why it was divided into 6 periods. Nowadays, our time units are more precise, so we use hours. In ancient China, a day and night were divided into 12 periods. You are familiar with 12 characters like silk, silver, dust, and fearless in the world as representatives, 6 periods during the day and 6 at night. Now we use calculated by Westerners. We call them hours. So, 4 hours now is equivalent to 1 period in Shakyamuni Buddha's time. When we see in the scriptures that he lectured for 20 periods, we know that Shakyamuni Buddha taught for 8 hours a day. With such long-term immersion and cultivation, people could awaken and come to understand. Moreover, at that time, people were simple and honest, society was kind and virtuous, and external temptations were very weak. You still need to listen to the teachings for 8 hours every day in order to truly change your mindset. Nowadays, I think you'd probably need at least 16 hours of lectures a day for people's minds to really turn around. But who could you possibly find to lecture for 16 hours? You can't find anyone. It's not easy at all. Everyone must remember, the rise and fall of a Dharma center depends on how much time is devoted to teaching the Dharma. This is the decisive factor. Only when people truly understand and are clear about things will they be willing to commit to cultivation and genuinely put in the effort. If the principles aren't clear, the methods aren't clear, and they don't know the benefits, and you tell them to recite the Buddha's name every day and drop everything else, people will say you have a problem with your head, that you're being passive, and ask what kind of practice this is supposed to be. Right? This teaching about lecturing for 1 billion years is to remind and alert us that we need long-term immersion in the sutras and teachings. This is the teacher's responsibility. Second, we see here the boundless ascetic practices of Bodhisattva Fazang. He diligently sought proficiency, offered food to the Sangha, cultivated virtues, and fulfilled the 5 precepts. This is just a short passage. In today's contemporary terms, it truly means putting the theoretical principles and practical methods we've diligently learned into effective practice in our everyday daily lives. This includes our work, how we handle everyday matters, how we interact with others, and all kinds of social engagements. Interacting with all people, in all situations, and with all things. Everything is put into practice. Living truly and authentically within the Dharma means living fully and completely within profound wisdom. This is what we need to learn. We must not overlook it. What kind of life do they lead? They live a life of perfectly complete and ultimate wisdom, so they are at ease, happy, and joyful. That's why it's called the land of ultimate bliss. And what kind of life are we living today? A life filled with delusions, discrimination, attachment, afflictions, worries, and unspeakable suffering. Why has it turned out this way? It's because we haven't truly understood or clarified these facts and truths. If you want to really figure these things out, you can't just sit at home and think about it on your own. You won't be able to work it out by yourself. You need guidance from a good teacher. Good teachers are the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. We must humbly accept their teachings. This is the key point. Next, I want to take a moment to remind everyone of a very important question. Why exactly does the Dharma Treasury Grotto engage in the activities it undertakes? What is its fundamental intention behind all of its endeavors? And what is its ultimate purpose and overarching goal in everything it strives to achieve? We need to be clear and understand this. Its purpose, its intention, is exactly what we talked about today, the realization of multiculturalism. In the Dharma realm of empty space, all sentient beings live together in harmony. Respect and love each other, help and cooperate with each other, coexist and prosper together. Know that this is a community of life, and all living beings are yourself, not others. Then our profound love, deep respect, and unwavering unconditional help should truly be our sacred duty. Break time equals 0.5s/, and this is indeed the ultimate purpose of the profound teachings of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. This is also the meaning of Amitabha Buddha's establishment of the Western paradise. Okay, time is up for today, so let's stop here.
The audience erupts into a truly thunderous, sustained, and overwhelming round of applause, a powerful, resonant wave of profound appreciation, immense enthusiasm, and heartfelt admiration that completely fills and reverberates throughout the entire venue. The sound itself
escalating crescendo of countless clapping hands, each beat echoing with genuine, unbridled excitement and deep satisfaction, unequivocally indicating a truly successful, exceptionally well-received, and deeply impactful performance. This enthusiastic, prolonged, and heartfelt ovation continues for an extended, significant period, serving as a clear, undeniable testament to the profound impact, immense enjoyment, and lasting impression experienced by every single person present. A truly memorable and celebrated